Good morning. Oh, let's start again. That kind of tripped me up, that moving to that.
Okay, just go. 5 seconds and then go.
Good morning, and welcome to this important and impressive gathering. Unfortunately for me, because of a conflict in travel schedules, I'm speaking to you this morning from a leaderless and hopeless Washington, D.C., rather than basking in the energy, entrepreneurial spirit, and commitment to values you represent in the heartland of our great country. Thank you for inviting me to share a few thoughts with you as you begin your discussions today. And thank you for helping to escalate my personal standing with my 2 3-year-old grandsons. You see, they have a particular obsession with, well, you guessed it, tractors, combines, diggers, drillers, big trucks, and just about any heavy equipment used on a farm. They can't get enough of books written about them and construction sites where they may sit on my shoulder watching in rapt attention for hours. So you can imagine, when I told them that I was invited to come out and talk with you, well, their eyes got as big as saucers, and I got a pleading, "Oh, Papa, can I go with you? Oh, Papa, can I please go with you?" So you won't be surprised when I come out to work with you all face-to-face in the coming weeks that I'm accompanied by 2 very small assistants. Preparing these few brief remarks, I recalled standing with President Ronald Reagan in the historic map room on the ground floor of the White House on occasions when he taped special messages to groups such as yours. Invariably, he would tell a group like yours how proud he was of you and how you represented the best of America at work, developing and deploying new resources, investing in the future. And he would encourage you to set an example for the rest of the world of what our economic system can accomplish when free of the encumbrances of big government. His values were your values. He knew that America's ability to keep that light beaming from this shining city on a hill was in proportion to the preservation and practice of these core values. I'm sure he would have also mentioned to you that government is your servant rather than your master, although something's gotten terribly mixed up here in Washington these days. And he would have encouraged you to continue your fight to limit government and relegate socialism to the ash heap of history, where it belongs with other systems that have failed the people. Reagan was a son of the Midwest, and I'll never forget my first motorcade ride with the president in 1981 when he revealed to me the roots of his convictions, as taught by his mother and honed in his experiences right here in the heartland. You can imagine, I wanted that ride from the south lawn of the White House up to the Marriott Hotel where he was giving a speech on a program I ran for him to continue about 10 times longer than it did. What he told me on that occasion, and on many others, was not only thrilling but resonated with me for many reasons, but perhaps most because it reflected my own roots in the Midwest. You have chosen an especially important theme for your meeting today. In fact, there's no greater need in our country today than for vision. Without it, there are no solutions to the complex social and economic issues facing us. And without it, there's no leadership. Have you ever noticed that though there are more leadership institutes, associations, books, university departments on the topic, there's actually less leadership in the world today? I've scratched my head over this and come up with several reasons, but I just want to share 2 of them with you this morning, because both of these are related to and dependent upon vision. The first cause for lack of leadership is a dramatic erosion in beliefs, values, and convictions. Without them, leadership rings hollow. Just being a boss, a CEO, a prime minister, or a president doesn't automatically make you a leader. People follow leaders because they're inspired by them into action, and they emulate them because they live these values in their lives. Reagan was a successful leader because he knew in his heart what he believed. And what he believed was a rock-solid conviction based on eternal truths. And this enabled him to be able to say those now iconic words, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall." And because he believed in what he said, it had an impact. And then to say to German youth on that misty afternoon in front of an ancient German castle where I stood nearby, when he said, "You are built in the most powerful image ever imagined. You were created in the image and likeness of God." And this encouraged these German youth to go out and work for German reunification. And we know the world changed because of it. Now, how could he say all of these things? Basically, because he knew what he believed. In all of your discussions today, don't forget your core values. Know what you believe. Talk about them. Share them and build on them. The second leadership deficit is courage. Today, we need individuals who not only know what they believe, but have the courage to act on their convictions. One of Reagan's favorite quotes was, "All that is necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing." Well, Reagan was a good man who did do something, and I know all of you are as well. Sitting by a roaring fire in a small castle waiting for his first meeting with Gorbachev, he told me that the future of the world was dependent on, in his view, the individual's ability and desire to know and practice truth and to act to protect this right. I hope you'll invite me back, not just virtually next time, to share with you some of my ideas about how combining investment management and philanthropy management in a seamless strategy, we can improve the return on investment for both social impact investing and triple impact philanthropy are now the hottest thing, and thankfully a firm reminder that it is the private sector and not government that fuels our future. I'll leave you with one more of Reagan's favorites, this one from Thomas Paine. "Remember, we in this room have it within our power to begin the world over." I hope your deliberations today and tomorrow will be in this spirit, and that they will be productive for you and ripple out across our great country. Have a great conference. I'm grateful you've invited me to be a part of it.